Tsushima every Saturday and Sundays, every weekend. This is ZD, Zach Dawson, your host. If you guys are joining in, want to catch more of the Tsushima every Saturday and Sunday, hit that red support button. If you guys are new in the channel from Zombie Gaming. He will be live tomorrow morning around 4. And if there's also anybody in the chat, you can smash the like button the same way, tweet them out, share them, comment, as good as you can. And there's also anybody in the chat that does have a Twitter. You can do so by following me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment, as good as you can. When we watch our videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, leave a comment. And if you guys want to vote for the idol, you can do so by vote for that as well. And we'll actually get something in between that for sure. So how is everyone doing tonight? What's up, Savvy? How you doing? How are you tonight, buddy? Allow me to demonstrate real quick. I want to see if there's anybody else wants to come in. But how is everyone doing tonight? Hope you guys are good, staying safe. Work today was good. Work today was good at this point. But thank you, Savvy, on that. Hold up a minute, guys. So last episode, we took care of a couple good. We actually had a little more help from Izukawa. Since we actually have a couple other things that's other stuff in the mix. Since we're actually, last episode we actually got this Ogawa Dozo. So we actually took a little more extra tries to get that over and done with, so we can actually get to the most part on that. Let's go ahead and fast travel over here. If you guys also have any other questions, let me know. We also have some IGN news for you guys tonight as well. Today is Sunday. So, you guys let me know if you guys have anything. I also want to remind you guys that this Wednesday, my next day's off is Tuesday and Wednesday this week. You guys will have the PS5 announcement conference when they're going to be announcing some good stuff in hand. Real good stuff. Real major stuff that's coming in hand so far this week, so far today, and I'm going to be interested to see what they have to come up with the big prize of what most of us are thinking. Plus, this week's Money in the Bank is a little more higher. That I will tell you, it's a lot of money, but I'm not going to say much about that. But my pun is my top moderator out of 70. Pretty much knows the same way. We're going to get IGN news a little more later on. You guys let me know if you guys have any questions tonight. See if there's anything you guys want to predict or anything. So right now we cannot upgrade our sword or any other stuff yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this location here. So we can actually talk to this one guy so we can try to track this location down. As we have some sort of an incident here, guys, in the Hayoshi Pass. So we're going to go right over here quick and see what we got going on. I do go back tomorrow from 8 to 5. You guys will have a new episode of The Last of Us 2. Tuesday, and also, since I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday every week, and off Saturday every week, you guys will have a new episode of Tony Hawk to kick off in the morning. Practice, we'll see. I have to see if there's anything else that's not happening. I may go to practice, but it all depends what's going on. Since Love and I have now been together for 1,176 today. We actually worked things out after last night, and I did tell you guys she was actually at a wedding. So basically, So had a good time, spent the time with her family. So we're thinking to meet at the same time today, and you know, a couple of cool stuff that's coming in hand. I mean, if I would have been there in spirit, if I didn't have to work, I mean, I don't think it would have actually cost me anything. Which is really not debating cholesterol or something like that, but it's all good. We got about 3 likes. Can we get 5 in the chat tonight, guys? And if there's some sort of bug, YouTube still has to fix that crap as good as possible. Unless it's still really happening, so I'm not going to even try to buzz right now. We'll start off with 3 likes. Can we get 5 tonight, guys? So right now we're trying to save, we're going to be saving this one person back here. Okay, there you are. Is there something I can help you with, pal? See if my answer can come in the chat. We got about 3 likes. Can we get 5 in the chat? But yeah, Zombie, he's going to be live tomorrow, 4 in the morning. With my point, it's not getting her butt up that early. I set my alarm for 5 in the morning, 5:30 tomorrow, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. Work today was not bad, but this week's Money in the Bank, it skyrocketed a little more. It went a little more up at the same point. I don't think it's actually, like I said, my love note surprised some to see you guys won't know what we're looking at. But in the meantime, this Wednesday, I think it'll be in the afternoon. That's where they're going to be hopefully announce the price for the PS4. See what that's going to end up leading towards, and I mean, I'm a little more excited to see what this is going to bring up, and see what's going to happen. I mean, I think it's going to bring some good build. To see what I think this is going to believe. But you know, if I would have ever discussed a price in between, I mean, I think it's going to be a lot of money. I still think it's going to be. But like I said, if you guys want to know how confident I am buying the PS5 this year, I want to guess the same price as most of us already know. I also know that most of us presented greatly. Just like I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff. There's going to be some big stuff that they're going to be announcing this Wednesday. Remember, guys, it's not tomorrow. It's Wednesday. Well, what's cooking, Sunshine? How are you tonight, beautiful? Hey, everyone. Good evening on a beautiful Sunday night. It's Sam LaRusso. How's it going tonight, Angel? Did you miss me? Like I said, work today was not bad. Like I said, my love knows how much I'm getting this Thursday. It's pretty much due to the coronavirus that's going on till next year. When it comes to still wearing a mask, but even though I did sneeze a little bit, actually once or twice when I was on my 1 hour. And also my Pittsburgh Steelers are not going to be playing till tomorrow night on Monday night. So basically, I watched a little bit of foosball on my week 1, some of the week 1 action earlier today, on my lunch today. We're going to be taking on the New York Football Giants. And the one that actually said something about the Steelers and feel like they could this guy could run his mouth to about last week, thinking that the Steelers are not going to play good this year. Hey, he's going to be wrong about that. If Roethlisberger is going to be taking some teams out, because I'm hoping he's going to do. I'm hoping he does a lot better instead of getting injured in the very first week. Which I would expect it too. I mean, Mason Rudolph did okay. Delvin the Duck Houses is not in that mix either. So I'm thinking, like I said, I'm not gonna even try to guess a one-loss season record right now. If I had to make a standard guess at the other structure, or a full Delta destruction. But we'll see. But other than that, like I said, work today was not bad. You guys will get IZN news tonight. And then you guys will have The Last of Us 2 tomorrow night after work. Hold up, guys. So basically, since it was only like 1 or 2 people that were in the chat last night, so basically, what do you call it? What's his face was the only one that came in last night. If I would have expected a little bit more, and that was actually Sane. Same Place was the only one, and he told me that YouTube just needs to fix a couple things that has some sort of a bug when it comes to skipping the like DVD players. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have had that problem in the past, but I'm not gonna even try to worry about it. So there's a Sunshine Cooper, how you doing, girl? Yes I do, Robbie, but Hawk wants my dad's championship belt for the All Valley Championship. Well, my dad already finished the first 2 seasons. Apparently him and I are gonna be, now we're gonna stop at nothing. See what season 3 is gonna be brought to the table. But I already know some good stuff right now. Of like you and I both know, Puddin'. So basically, yeah. And also, Dopus is going to be interested to see what the series is going to be heading to as well. I mean, I have been trying to keep information going, but I haven't heard much of anything. Not since what happened previously in the article. So what I'm going to be wearing to work with me tomorrow is my Pittsburgh Steelers t-shirt. So I'm going to be wearing that when I'm on the clock tomorrow. Since I'm going to be doing 8 to 5. My partner has horseback riding, so even though we haven't had time together since Wednesday, I told her earlier today that I was going to bring her in the chat for the rest of the night, just relax. Which I don't know it's going to be a problem at this point, so. Okay, baby, where are you going? Well, at least the good guys are actually getting out of the way. So right now we just want to talk to this person real quick. But as soon as I buy the PS5, guys, I think it'll be a good layout. So you guys can see what you guys think right here, without any cuff drift or anything out of balance or out of place. So far the weekend has been good. You know, better than what it could have been last night. Like I said, she had a fun time at the wedding, and even though we had a little bit of a what do you call it? Little bit of a whatever. I'm pretty sure, guys, we had a little bit of a conflict, as we now have the time of unwielding the first one. This is actually a defense time. Very good. So we can actually visit some of these. Remember, guys, it'll cost $250 same with 10 with linen and supplies. As we can actually do that if we get a chance. So it'll actually give us the second one. And we'll also clear 20% more log of war on the map. And also track artifacts with guiding wind. And more importantly, 30 vibrant wind within a half hour of 30 minutes of an artifact. So I think it's actually not bad either. Which most of us don't think it is in the chat. My Salary family is actually doing good too. Since it's actually a little more of a interesting, of a different something to identify. So right now what we're gonna be doing at this point, guys, I think what we're going to do tonight, I'm gonna do oh crap, I'm trying to think what's one I want to do at this point. I'm gonna do well, I guess we can maybe go back to fast travel over here. Since it was actually not too bad, just secure the Mongols at the bridge when we had the civilians, and the one that actually needed a rescue Didn't have a problem with any of that, so it was actually not even a problem. So what we're going to do right now, guys, we want to interrupt this territory. So we actually have just a few. We also have just a few at this point. Set up to the 2 of TT. Hope everything is well for you, buddy. He's actually real good as well. But zombie gaming is also the best there is as well. They knows how to grow our channels. He always slots my link anytime I put some emojis, and also say, actually, nearly most of the time when I say pay it forward and be rewarded. It's still coming out of my brother James Cox. So I still have seen him on Twitter lately this month. So I think he's always awesome sauce if he's doing something in the social network or the something about Social Blade. But you know, I haven't checked out his recent video yet. He's been concentrating on some extra business in hand, and you know. But there's really not much have much gossip here. So what we want to do, guys, we want to give these guys, since they have a little more of a send-off personality that they have here so far tonight. Can we see this guy here? Would have had a headshot. Well, guess what? He's not going to aim to me that quick. This game is still inspired by Assassin's Creed, even though Odyssey would have won. The first few that were actually good, past and present, that won. As most of us already knew, millions of people already understand. Sekiro won last year. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild won last year. I think a couple years before that, before last year. The Witcher 3 won. Overwatch won. But I've actually have given a lot of respect to each and every one of those individuals. If the other games would have had a different chance, like I said, it's always a smart opportunity to. I mean, I've played a little bit of Overwatch, but I didn't enjoy it that much since when it comes to battles and playing it online. That's why I'm more of a solo person. I don't, like I said, I don't just do when it comes to doing something with sale play on PS4. I don't get into that anymore. So, I mean, I'm as much as I used to. I don't actually get to that. It's like somebody's finding to not use that much nunchucks that much anymore. This is actually not unforgivable, to say the least. But one thing I will say, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is still my very first game that I'm going to be starting with, since I'm going to be wanting to try it, be wanting to play it. Like I said, I'm addicted to Assassin's Creed. And this guy's already going to be half bitten right now, but guess what? He's dead already. You got nothing to prove, buddy. Alright, we're going to get IGN News started right now, so, enough about the virus. Hopefully it goes away by election day. I don't know what the percentage is right now, so I'm not gonna even try to acknowledge that. But if you guys want to vote for the idol, you can do so by voting for the idol. Lands at 29, Great Summon at 12. If you guys want to check out some IGN news for yourselves, log on to IGN.com so you guys can make some good news, like I am going to be doing right now at this point. As you guys always like my IGN news the way most of the articles 24/7. When it comes to morning and evenings, comes to days off, or you know, I'm working in the mornings and only going live on the evenings. So it's actually not that bad of a deal. You guys can also share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment, and follow me on Twitter. If you guys can verify and provide your information to me, I'll be grateful. I'll be great to see what you guys can do. So okay, we're gonna start with the very first one. But let's go and start with Fast and the Fast, and the Dumb and the Furious, So as you guys may know, it has been confirmed. My opponent, I don't know if actually, I don't think my opponent has already heard, since it was actually at that one thing last night, at the wedding at this point, that I almost told her that, it has been confirmed that Fast 9 is going to be going into space. Going into space at this point. But yeah, it's already been confirmed since last week, so, I don't think it actually is. According to Adam Delo, he says Fast and Furious 9 has been pushed back to April of next year, but you guys already knew that. But even though that's actually a long wait to find out what's next for Dominic Toretto's family. And to finally learn of how Han survived Deckard Shaw's assassination attempt. It's also a long time to wait to see what the next evolution of the franchise's trademark, outlandish set pieces. Set pieces, which of course will surely reach new heights perhaps, when the Fast franchise gets out of space, which is sounding more and more likely lately. But yeah, as I said moments ago, as I said earlier, it is going to be going into space. I don't see that being a difficult problem, depending on how they actually want to do it. I mean, I think it's going to be almost cool to see what they actually do, but the only franchise I've seen when it comes out of space is Transformers. Transformers, there's also another franchise too. And oh yeah, Transformers, what do you call it? Armageddon. And there's one more movie I want to name off the bat before I get back into this. Armageddon, Transformers, and shit, I'm trying to think which one the other movie is. Let me go over this one more time. Transformers back in the 1970s. Armageddon with Bruce Willis, the others that were intact. Nicolas Cage was not even in that. We're thinking of Con Air. Crap, I'm trying to think of this one more movie that's coming out of it too. It comes to outer space. Deck the Halls, even though it's a Christmas movie with Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito, I don't think so. The series began in relatively straightforward fashion, with a simple Point Break style plot, and the Fast and the Furious. So it's actually, of course, the very fourth one. The very fourth one in between. But there was some impressive stunt driving and a few grappling guns. But otherwise, guys, the proceedings. Yeah, my pun's going to be back in the chat in a little bit. But yeah, it was actually mostly plausible. But from there, however, every successive entry of the ante adding ever more improbable tech stunts and plot twists. So that's a few examples, like say for example, guys, ridiculous flip car with Brian O'Connor. Even though he passed away in nearly 5 years, he would have been 47 today, so. But he was only like 42, 43. I mean, if he would have been in Fast 9, Paul Walker, out of respect, love, and curse, and respect for the band, he would have been in Fast 9, but, you know, he will always be in our hearts as always. Oh, nice pickup. That's the first time we were going to do that. Sit down, sir. Oh, not today. Oh, nice kick. This is how we actually defeated that one boss in that one territory last night. And yes, guys, we did do that. We actually did do that. So I don't think it was actually a terrible problem. But if the copy guys already know that I'm doing quite well, that was indicting the Assassin's Creed. Now, as you guys may know, when it comes to running upside of a falling bus and Letty's soap opera Amnesia, when she actually thought Brian O'Connor was not going to be able to make it, but at the end of that scene, Letty helped him out. Letty, as a good friend of the family, as one of the biggest main characters with Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordan Brewster, Ludacris, you know, those good guys. They've always been inspired to him as a family. To Brian O'Connor, aka Paul Walker. But at the point, at this juncture, guys, the gang that started as simple thieves, and 3 races has now engaged in high-speed battles with helicopters, a tank, a drone, a submarine, and of course a cyborg. They've stolen hundreds of millions of dollars, become folk heroes, wherever they want, been on both sides of covert government operations. Well, here's the thing, guys. One might say it's been a wild ride, and again, outer space might be next. So guys, you guys can let me know what you guys think. I mean, Tyrese has always been a good, loving brother to Paul Walker too. You know, he's always had. I mean, him and I know each other since Fast and Furious 2. Too Fast, Too Furious. Ludacris is actually in that too. What's one of my biggest if I would have named the biggest favorites, it's coming out of the numbers of the movies. I would think the very first one was saying, I mean, there was some good lines that were in the very first Fast and Furious. The 4th one was okay. Tokyo Drift was alright. Too Fast and Furious was good. But with the interesting part, Fast 4 was okay. 5, 6, 6 was good. Fast 5 is actually the debut of Hobbs. With Hobbs, aka Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Now, I also want to deliver a shout out to Dwayne Johnson on Twitter. Hopefully, he actually survived this coronavirus. Either way, guys, he's The Rock. Trust me. He's the people's champion. He can actually survive anything with The Rock, with the Johnson family. Which I don't see him having any problems with that. And we also have a leader killed. That's good. Leader doesn't have anything to masturbate. Come on, buddy. So what you got? Huh? No wonder you almost would have got addicted to Gladiator with Russell Crowe. That would have been a different mistake. No, I don't want to even try to look at that. Look at that right now. When it comes to the very first footage from last week, so we're actually fine. Yeah, there was also a bizarre history of streets of raids and real-life protests. Let me jump on that real quick. My point should be back in a little bit soon. You guys can still come in from Zombie Gaming. If we always keep up the good work. Hold up, guys. Siren, guys, hold on a minute. Damn, those sirens. It's like it's once again a little more extra attention when it comes to emergencies and extra stuff too. That's okay. Now, it's just not bothering any of us at all, so that's fine. If you guys do want to follow me on Twitter, you guys can say me as JD. You guys can let me know what you guys think in the chat. There's also, let me double check here. No thanks. I don't want to have any concept between that. So I'm definitely going to pass. See if I can snipe this guy. That's shot. Very good. So there you got. Oh, not today, buddy. You get your head bloody, and you actually get 1 kill from me. See if these guys have anything. Like I said, surviving the virus is still very important. Sorry, buddy. You were a little more too quick to attack. Even though you don't have that much power tonight, a little more of strength than I can pretty much, you could possibly imagine. When it comes to anything like protagonists, Spike Lee's Malcolm X, never seen the series. Warner Brothers hiding Tenet in the box office numbers from other studios. What does that mean, by the way, between Tenet? Like I said, people actually thought, I mean, I haven't heard anything, but many of them may assume that that Tenet was good. But I have no plans watching it. I'm not watching it. I mean, I've heard it's good. But it's really not much inspiring with love and respect, and when it comes to positivity. With by the time my love and I go see Top Gun Maverick on July 2nd of next year, and the Batman on October 2nd, October 1st by next month as well. This is actually besides, guys, my 2 bills are already good to go. And that is, of course, kicking things off the PS5 with PS Plus. That's good to December 12th of next year. And also my Nintendo Switch Online. That's also good till September. The 22nd. 22nd, 21st, if I'm right. So that is actually good to go, too. I don't have to worry about those 2 right now. The only fear that I have to worry for right now this year is Disney Plus. Disney Plus. My phone bill was either, of course, you guys already know and understand too, that I renew it every 1 month in advance, 1 day of the month in advance, so that's still doing very well. But it's all good. Like I said, most of us know how to keep each other's bills going. It's actually another good thing. Set that creep on fire. Set him on fire. That's why you don't deserve to have a chance to beat me. Maybe it's a watch where you try to attack with. I'm definitely gonna pass. But like I said, guys, Tenet made about $20 million. But I think it's actually interesting that I think that most of us can actually be a little more thankful that Christopher Nolan actually did a good job. I don't think he made The Haunted Mansion. I don't think so. Walt Disney did that. Walt Disney actually did that personality for sure, so they actually did quite well with that. There's also a review of Borderlands 3 Psycho Creek and Fantastic Fussicluck. But Borderlands 3 will be back soon. So the DLC got a 7 out of 10. Very good. Very good. That's why I will buy the game back, hopefully towards the end of the year. And that will be after I buy the PS5 too. So let's not kid ourselves on that, guys. PS5 is very well in hand this year. It still is. One Night in Miami, saw a 10 out of 10 today too. Which is actually no surprise and no shock to it. Even though I haven't seen the movie. Series or the movie. But not even a trailer. It comes to not much timing. Let's go ahead and try to send off this guy. Console Wars sells... Hold on a second, guys. Let me check out in a second. Sorry, buddy. Slap your head off on that one, too. I'm like, what was that when it comes to Assassin's Creed? That's what I was actually hoping for. Come on, buddy. What do you got? Especially if you want to stand there and not be a chicken or anything. To my people. Come on. Nice kick. As a Jedi. Oh, I forgot. We don't have any arrows. We might be able to try to get this guy out of here. No more arrows for you, buddy. Gonna be a little more dusted with dirt. If you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat. And always keep up good work when you guys come in from Zombie Gaming. He's always the best of all time. As our legend grows, nice. As we now have, okay, a ghost weapon. I'll get to those 4 options in just a second. 5 likes, thank you guys so much, thank you. Okay, we got wind time, sticky bomb, black powder bomb, a smoke bomb. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go wind time. When we can press L2 and R2 to throw a wind time, distracted enemy's attention. Ah, sweet. We can actually do something about that. But as long as we continue to grow and grow to our legend, we'll have a good significant chance. See where that's going to lead. Okay. Yeah, Console Wars shows the battle between Nintendo and Sega back in the 1990s. But yeah, that was also when Mario came out with his good stunning games and good stuff too. So according to Adam Bankus, guys, Console Wars CBS All Access first feature length documentary, as it looks to tell the story of the battle between Nintendo and Sega in the 90s on September 23rd, was that is in 10 days, 2020. Console Wars will be available for CBS All Access for those of you that are supporting that. You guys can check it out in 10 days. So basically, and that's actually in the United States where we are. And it was an official selection of the 2020 SXXSW Film Festival. It looks to take, and it also looks to take viewers back in 1990 when Sega, then a fledgling arcade company, as it assembled a team of underdogs, ranged weapon swapping, held R2 and used the directional buttons to switch between your ranged weapons. Alright, good. So we can actually do a one time. Okay, that's been circulated. Can we get this last part? So basically, guys, and it was actually to take on the greatest video game company in the world, which most of us already know is Nintendo. This documentary is being produced and directed by Zona Tullis and Blake J. Harris, the latter of who is the author of the 2014's Console Wars, Sega and Nintendo, and the battle that defined a generation. It was Sega and Nintendo, they have a lot of respect between both companies. If we look at Nintendo, it has Pokemon, Mario. Actually, Mario's been a big of an opportunity that it's been getting for a long time. So, the first Mario game, as most of us already know the answer to this, the first Mario game that came out with is this Super Mario Brothers for the classic Super NES. This is actually Super Nintendo. Because I think the Z4 channel actually made something good happen to life. Sega started back in the early 1990s as well. It was way before we actually got to this point, back in the last 4 or 5 years, when people were actually wanting to see Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, summer and winter. It's actually people thought it was actually fun. When kids or adults or anybody we can actually name off the bat, I'm guessing people had a good opportunity to experience themselves, as much of anything. Now the other ones, guys, we have Evan Goldberg, Seth Rogen, James Weaver, Josh Fagan, Scott Rudin, and Eli Buss. As these guys are executive producers, and then Julian Rosenberg, Doug Bluss, and Kate Mustard are producing the film. So guys, I think it's gonna be interesting. September 23rd, I think I want to watch it sometime. I mean, if I would have watched it on YouTube or Hulu or Disney Plus would not provide it. But yeah, I don't have CBS, but I could really try to watch it. I mean, I feel like I may want to watch it sometime down the road by next week, but we'll see. I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be good to see how it all began. Nice pickup. Give me that stance, buddy. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting how it all began between Sega and yeah, like I said, Sega. Crap. Don't start hurting me again. Okay, I'm already dead already. Alright, so that'll be interesting. And so guys, we know every game confirmed is for the PS5, so guys already know these games off the list. Some of these are already out of question. So we don't want to have to worry about it right now. Especially Elder Scrolls 6. That's not coming out for a while. I don't want to have to pay tribute to it or try to aim an early attempt on it right now. But I do know it'll have a great balance. We also have a little daily deals for you guys as well. Now when it comes to favorite Mario games, hold on a second. Tell us your favorite Mario game for the 35th anniversary. Like I said, guys, it's been 35 years. It says here, what following Mario game have you enjoyed? Well, I'm gonna have to be really honest with you guys from Zombie Gaming, since we're always off to a good start, also an awesome start too. So the thing about Mario is, I could really go at this most of the time if I had. I mean, I've had a lot of experience since I've played, you know. Back before I met you guys, since I love you guys are awesome. You guys come in here from Zombie. But the thing about Mario is, it's fun. You know, it's interesting. It's actually a fun franchise compared to that at Sega, with Sonic, with views and beliefs. And it got me thinking, in the past and present, of how would it be to sit down and play my first Mario game that I've ever had. That I actually ever want to have an opportunity of playing. You know, and I'm like, well, like I said, it was way before I met you guys and started my own YouTube channel. You know, because I've had this for over 2 years, you know. When it comes to copyrights or no copyrights, you know, I've had some of that in the past. Now the thing about Mario is, Mario's a lot of fun. The franchise has been doing great, of having a lot of people that have enjoyed Mario the entire life. You know, I've enjoyed some of them, but I'm gonna give you some names, but not as many. Which, of course, for me, my honest opinion, since we're actually getting this one by next week on the 18th of next week, I've always thought Mario was actually a real good franchise for me, and I've enjoyed almost any single minute or any single graphic of it. But if I were to name my top three right now, my honest opinion, that's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I would say, but I'm going to say some of it anyway. Since you guys are always good and always awesome when you guys come in here. This hobby's going to be on around 4 o'clock in the morning. But that's a tough one. I mean, if I were to name 3 best Mario games, actually I'm going to name them 4. If I were to name 4 games that I've enjoyed, that's a tough one. Or I say any Mario game that I've enjoyed was a lot of fun. Like for example, the games that I've really enjoyed, which most of us can really stop on any particular case, is, oh boy, I'm a little bit, I want to hear what you guys think in the chat while I say my first Mario game. Super Mario World. Now, Super Mario World, I've played a lot of that since I was a kid. You know, kept on dying, kept on getting myself killed when it comes to Goombas, enemy bosses when it comes to castles, and you know, Mario has actually been very inspiring to a lot of us fans, you know, that we've actually looked into. They had a lot of community service, a lot of graphics that happened. When when they recently, the first time they've ever introduced Mario, you know, I really didn't know what Mario was at first. You know, I didn't really know what that franchise, what the game itself was about. But since I was growing to love it, you know, I actually liked it. I loved it when it comes to having Mario games that were in the history books for me. But yeah, allow me to name some games for Mario base. But a Mario game has not been on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and neither will be between the Series X and S. But they won't be at all, trust me. And it is always inspired when it comes to Nintendo. Like I said, Nintendo has been doing a terrific job. A lot of respect that fans want to see. You know, of how much graphics, how much gameplay they actually take for it. But like I said, that's a tough one. But if I were to guess off the bat, I want to say Mario Kart DS would be one. Now the thing about Mario Kart DS is, it's a great racing game that I've enjoyed. When the first time I've had my DS system, I've actually waited and wanted to try Mario Kart DS for the first time. And the thing about that game is the graphics were very solid. The game was really good. I got hooked on it ever since I actually got tired and my ass was bored with it afterwards. But yeah, the thing with Mario Kart DS, it was entertaining. I actually loved, like I said, I've always loved Mario in the past. But throughout his 35 years, they've done a great job. I give them a lot of their respect and a lot of the credit from Zombie Gaming, since I am aiming to the PS5 as the #1 seed. Another Mario game that I've enjoyed too, besides Super Mario World and Mario Kart DS, is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Story. This was actually the third franchise after Partners in Time. Which Partners in Time was okay, was good. That game itself was good. But Bowser's Story, I've never played it. Until there was actually something since the graphics were different, the game was good. But actually people actually didn't find it that much. Well, like I said, Mario, when it comes to Super Mario RPG, I'll get to that in a second. But Bowser's Inside Story is actually an inside classic story between each other's brains, different roles between that. New battles, new enemies that actually, when it comes to Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach is always the biggest part of the game too. Goombas are the same way. But back when they actually did one movie on Super Mario Brothers, I watched that more than twice. How much that really inspired me, you know. I mean, I was like addicted to Mario after I watched the movie. Even though like I said, I really enjoyed it, you know. It was a lot of respect. Whether people loved it or pretty much didn't actually compare to it. So, you know, Mario really inspired me. Got to where I am today, you know. Even though I'm always a legend when it comes to Mario. I'm a legend, as stated Zach Dawson, is I'm always the one and only. The first time I've ever played Mario. But the thing about Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, that game was real good too. The first time it's ever been out, it was the Super NES. The N64, I don't think so. Especially if we're looking at Mario Party games. Well, I haven't played the first few on that. The only Mario Party game I've played was Mario Kart 8. But I usually had fun with my family. I had time with my family, you know, when it comes to... I want to thank them so much for having the honor of having a fun time with playing Mario Party 8 with my family, you know, without may or may not had a lot of friends afterwards. Like I said, I've always thought Mario Party 8 was actually a fun opportunity for most of us that really had to go through of a ride for it, and you know, Mario was actually one of the big things about Mario that everybody remembers. I remember every single bit of it about Mario that actually took me to a different level. But you know, Mario has been having... I have actually earned its respect. I have learned a lot of history for a long time, and you know, it's been a lot of chemistry that I've enjoyed. But the other Mario game I've also enjoyed too as an RPG was the first time that Mario and Luigi teamed up for the first time, and that was actually Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga. That game was actually released for the Game Boy Advance. It was only released for GBA. So I've always thought, I mean, even though I got stuck on a couple of parts that I've actually got hooked into, I've always thought I've always had to ask my dad for directions for it, get directions of what I need to do and what I have to do. But you know, Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga was good. People actually liked it the same way. But when it comes to Mario and Luigi, I'll tell you something else. Let me tell you something else, guys. I mean, Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga was actually a good game. It was actually a good game that started the team between two brothers. You know, when it comes to having good differences, having to do battle, and you know, it was fun. You know. Partners in Time was good too. Even though I still remember playing Mario games ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was a bit of a kid, you know. Like I said, I really didn't know what Mario was. Like I said, I knew what Mario was in the past, and you know, it was, like I said, it was, even though some of the Mario games were increasing, the gameplay was interesting too. It was actually, there was a lot of motivation. But when it comes to boss battles too, guys, let me tell you another thing about that. when it comes to boss battles, final boss battles that I've had, you know, they were good. They were good. There were a lot of set that I had to bring, and you know, it doesn't matter how high level you are, kind of normal level you are, or how low your level is. As long as you actually put a lot of base and give it a lot of attention. Now, when it comes to Bowser's character, I say Bowser as a character, he's always had a rivalry between him and Mario. And even though Luigi doesn't understand what he's doing, even though he can somewhat be a pain in the ass every now and then, but Luigi always has each other's back between him and Mario. You know, welcome back, baby. How's Sop and Go? Like I said, guys, Mario has been really changed my life when it comes to having a good level. Point, I don't know if you've actually played Mario since it's been over 35 years. Now, a lot of you guys know what Mario is. I'm trying to think. There's 2 more Mario games I will name off the bat. Since you guys are talking to any rightful person, past and present, between the others. But if you guys have a favorite Mario game from Zombie Gaming and the Iamacreator group, let me know in the chat. Any Mario that has been joyful, funny, and loved it. There's 2 more Mario games that's been really good too. That I've actually thought it was cute and inspiring. The graphics and the gameplay they actually built to it. Super Mario Galaxy I thought it was good. I don't know I really don't know if it got Game of the Year. Yeah, I really don't know, but I do know that's actually one of the 3 games that's coming, this week, this Friday. That's gonna be coming in this Friday for the, only for the Switch, guys. Stadia, no. How much Mario's been really changing my entire career. The respect it deserves, the gameplay and the graphics that it's always been inspiring to most of us here tonight. Super Mario Sunshine, I've only played a little bit since I was a kid. Oh boy. There's another Mario game that's really coming to me. Oh god. I mean, like I said, I do have to give a lot. I have a lot of love, respect, but we also have to give Mario a lot of credit. They deserve plenty of credit in the world that they've made. For most of us that's ever played Mario in our entire career, you know, it's a lot of stuff to explore, go into new areas. There's one more Mario game most of us have to remember. Like I said, Super Mario RPG was good as an RPG. Had a couple of good soundtracks, especially the Star Road. It was way before they actually made some Super Mario hacks that they've had. Which is still happening again today. So this is actually a setup to Lord Kronos, Big Brawler, and those two guys are good. They know what they're doing when it comes to Mario too. I'm just trying to think. I mean, I'm not screwing in my head for this. I'm trying to think one more Mario game that I can remember playing. It's not Super Mario World. Like I said, I've beat that set twice, more than anything for sure. But I can go back to Mario anytime I would like. Super Mario 2. I've always thought that game was fine. Even though I didn't beat the total game itself. I think maybe I did. I cannot remember, guys. I mean, it's been a long time. That's why they're on the Switch and thinking. I've always thought they're making a couple of Mario games back with some more Sunshine. Super Mario 64 was good. Even though I've had the game a couple times, never beaten it. Even though I've actually skipped some levels that I don't want to just have to repeat and do again. Do later or do it at this point right now. But Mario's been having a lot of history in our books, in my book. That I've enjoyed for a long time and really had my hands full and tidy up on that. If I were to go back to play a Mario game one more time, because I can always go back to the Switch mode for that. I think it would be Super Mario World one more time. But it's funny, guys. I don't know what the last Mario game... I mean, if I were to think my last Mario game I've ever played before the Switch, I think it was... Wow. You guys, Plum, you're getting me going a little bit. Oh boy. I think it was during when I was in high school. I think it was back when I was in high school, had my DS system. Because I had multiple systems. Most of them were treated with respect, they were confident. I treated them as an equal, you know. It was way before they actually came out with the Switch. You know, it was actually the last couple of years. Like I said, I'm always enjoying my Switch Lite as good as anything else with the PS4, going into the PS5. And love my job at Walmart, as always. Forget you guys in the chat. Like I said, most of us always like family. With 100% criticism when it comes to anything within any society, but more of an honest opinion. It's like if you guys never played Mario, you know, but if I were to name the best Mario game of all time, it's gonna be Super Mario World. Now that is a really good game that I've really had fun with. Had a lot of fun. If you guys let me know in the chat if you guys have a favorite Mario game, give me a reason why. So that way we can actually manage it. Okay, so I have every character in The Mandalorian episode, season 1 and season 2. Now the thing about The Mandalorian, I did watch episode 4 yesterday. I did watch it yesterday. I do know what happened. Take your time, baby. Are you gonna say in the chat? Please tell me you're gonna say in the chat for me. But if you can carefully, please, baby, if you could stay in the chat. Stay in the chat. But other than that, yeah, I mean, Mario has really inspired my entire life. Way before I actually got the PS3. But the PS3 was still a pile of junk. See, I mean, the 360 was okay. Carl Weathers, aka Grief Garga, was actually in the very first one. After bringing your groceries, okay. Take your time. I mean, can you hear me in the chat? Please tell me you can hear me in the chat. I got orders. Bum 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 bum. Alright, like I said, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment. As good as you can, as always. Alliance at 29, Grid 7 at 12. Now, as you guys may know, the internet has quickly adopted the nickname Baby Yoda. Now, the thing you guys may or may not don't know is, Baby Yoda was the child was 50 years old. 50 years old, guys. I'm not kidding. 50 years old as Baby Yoda. Because I think it's a little more of a young age, but I don't know how old the Mandalorian is. I'm not going to even try to guess. I really don't want to guess at this point, but you know, it's actually a different trick on that. Comes to having some extra stuff on our sleeves. Cardinals beat the 49ers. Ouch. The ones might be the Buccaneers. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Let me go back to IGN News real quick. Yeah, we don't know who the actor is, but all I know is it's played by a child. As a speeder pilot, you have Brian Posehn. It's Dr. Perishing Ahmed Abtatsi. Abtatsi? Because I actually heard of that name. Emily Swallow as the armorer. Not bad. Kui, played by Nick Nolte. Now, Nick Nolte is coming out of Tropic Thunder, so you may recognize him. Tia Waititi is IZ-11. That's actually not bad of a character either. So right now, let's go ahead and do... I want to try to maybe do... Come to think of it, let me double check real quick. A place called Home. I think we may have an opportunity. Paz Viswa, played by Zan Fairview. Cara Dune, coming out of Xena Carano, which I actually think she actually did good. Zoe Zones as Amira. Amy Amiras, aka Pele Motto. Zay Kava Kanadaville. Give me that. Mia Wen as Phoenix Sand. It's not bad. Bill Burr as Mayfield. Q90 played by Richard Ayotte. Berg, played by the one and only guys, Clancy Brown. Now, I haven't seen him play him yet. I haven't seen Clancy Brown play him yet. So can we go and do? I think we should go to the Golden Temple. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that we haven't gotten the chance to see. But yeah, Clancy Brown, I've always thought he did quite well on SpongeBob SquarePants, but the other, there's something about, there's also a couple other movies that he's been in too. The Green Mile, no. No, he's not in the Green Mile. He's, yeah, he actually played this one chief. And, Shawshank Redemption. Actually, that's Shawshank Redemption. I'm not gonna even try to put the THE. But I actually did, I've always thought he did quite well. I don't know if there's any other movies that he's been in. Especially The Mandalorian. Natalia Tan as Zian. Quinn, played by Ismael Cruz Cordova. Devin, played by Matt Lanter. Trapper Wolf, played by Dave Filani. Then played by Reg Famguana. Deborah Crow, played as Saz Ketter. Marv Gideon, played by Giallo Esposito. Now this woman is really beautiful too. The one that plays as Koa Tano, Rosario Dawson. Timothy Olyphant, I don't know who he plays, but I know he's going to be in season 2. Remember guys, it's going to be on October 30th, so as soon as I finish that, which means I have not seen episode 4 of The Mandalorian. Yeah, episode 4, like I said, I did watch it. I did watch it with, oh crap. Like I said, baby, I did watch episode 4 when I was with my Subway family yesterday. Episode 4 was not bad. It's not that somebody's still after Baby Yoda. Which you and I both know. Which most of us already know, especially you, baby. You and I both know who that is. It's the one that is played by, Carl Weathers. That's of course one set from The Mandalorian that was willing to put a stop to him. And that is, like I said earlier, is not John Fairview, not Brian. Because Brian O'Connor would have been 47. But in case if you noticed and not heard, baby, he would have been 47 today, by the way. Even though it's really not the same without him. It brings a lot of tears, and it brings anything in between that. Yeah, played as Grieve Karga. So the thing about him, he wants Baby Yoda to maybe turn it to the Galactic Empire or something. That's actually his point of the view. I think that's what he's trying to do. Because I know a little something you may or may not know, but I'm not gonna even try to make it count for it. And it's Boba Fett, the one and only, guys. I think he's gonna be in season 2, but I don't know. Played by Tamiyu Morrison. But I've always thought he did quite well as Boba Fett. And also Jango Fett in episode 2. Attack of the Clones. Back in 1999. 1999, guys. Remember that year. I was like 6 years. 6 years old back then. It was only like 12 to begin with to memorize. But yeah, he played as Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones, so... And then back in 2004, he played Boba Fett when it was actually re-releases in the back and the role of Boba back then. Michael Beaton, coming out of Terminator and the very first Terminator and Genesis. No, he was not in Genesis. He was also in a couple of parts of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which I think he did quite well. Which any actor does quite well in the chat. Yeah, he was also in Aliens. Now the thing about her, former WWE Women's Tag Champion, former Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. But apparently, guys, this is just the rumor. Now, former WWE Women's Champ Sasha Banks had a role in season 2. But that was when Xena Carano teased each other a bit on Twitter, reigniting the rumor. And remember, guys, it's not episode 4, it's episode 5 now, but I think, I have not seen the cameo yet. I have not even seen the cameo yet. It's gonna be in episode 5, which I may watch it. I may watch it tomorrow. If I ever get a big of a chance. But one, if you want to stop me from doing that, go right ahead. You can tell me. So remember, guys, season 2 of Mandalorian will be October 30th. Now, some of the actors that you guys already know, in case you just saw, it makes a lot of sense. That the very first season has been going quite well in the first half. It's like at the end of the second quarter or something like that. But I'm guessing you want to know some answers out of me right now, honey. I'm guessing you do. You may not see it, but I'm pretty sure you want to know some answers.
I can repair all kinds of
Oh,
armor.
nice. But you guys let me know in the chat. Tom Holland updates from Uncharted movie set. It's been going so well. Now here's the thing about him, guys. Okay, so that was a tire. Let me see. We can actually purchase it. 250 and 10. Yes, we got it. As we now have 30% of Artifact, 20% of Fog of War on the map, and also with Guiding Wind. Very good. Let me double check on him real quick. Or else I would try to do something about that tonight, about the Mandalorian. Like I said, I do have the key anytime I would like. So according to Payitforward tonight, guys, on Sunday morning, which is today of this morning, a restless Tom Holland talked to Instagram Live to talk to his fans after not posting a long time, for a long while at least. Holland went on to say, quote, knowing as Spider-Man indefinitely, he said, quote, filming is going so well. He was actually giving a brief update on that side of movie production. Which was prepping to start up back in July after being put on pause, which was actually last March, due to the coronavirus. He also continued, went to say, quote, the film is like everything I dreamed it would be. I mean, I don't know if you guys played the games, But I was such a huge fan of the game, and it's been going so well. Unquote. You guys have... Okay, here's the thing, guys. You guys have seen me play some Uncharted. I mean, like I said, you guys have seen me play Uncharted before. The best Uncharted game that I have played for a long time was Uncharted 4. It was, like I said, it was actually in my second or third year. I mean, I've enjoyed it. People thought it was going to get a 10 out of 10. I was hoping it would have gone a masterpiece, but it did not. So the 9 out of 10, 9.2 or something like that. But I have not gone back to the game for a long time. But you know, it was really interesting the way everything's been going into plan, and you know, I really enjoyed Uncharted 4. Now the thing about The Lost Legacy, you guys have always seen 1 or 2 episodes. No, wait a second. Wait just a minute. You guys only got 1 episode out of it. That was it. Now it is also hinting at the physicality required from the role of Nathan Drake. Howard said, quote, "I do have the biggest bruise of all time, though on my leg." That's in a bit of a viewing area for Instagram Live, quote, unquote. But other than that, guys, Uncharted movie is still slated to come out on July 16th of next year. Well, let me ask you guys this. What most of you in the chat from Zombie Gaming be willing to watch Uncharted, the movie, with Tom Holland? I mean, for me, maybe. But I already know 2 movies that my love and I are going to go see next year. Top Gun Maverick and The Batman. I don't know if I want to drag that movie coming in. I don't know. Maybe. I don't have a quiet, useful answer right now, but I think it'll be interesting. See how this Uncharted movie is going to go. I mean, yes, it's going to do good, but we'll see. We also have an Avengers guide. No, thank you. So 6 out of 10, which is actually nearly pathetic. You guys can see yourselves. News. I mean, the thing about Uncharted is, like I said, I've played a couple of good games out of it. I mean, The Lost Legacy was okay, was fine. I've always thought Uncharted 4 was really good. Prior to anything that's been inspiring. You know, I have actually looked upon it. Way before I actually stepped right into it. 7 likes, thank you guys for doing that. Always keep up the good work when I'm giving you guys anything you guys want. You guys are awesome tonight. But remember, guys, I will be back tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow with The Last of Us 2 after work. So, like I said earlier, work today was not bad. Without any medicinal society, since I was the only one intact, and you know, I did some sanitizing twice today until the end of my shift, and then sanitized this morning. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you this right now, 31 hours every week is good. It's good. Having a couple days, work 2 days, off 1 day, work 2 days, off 2 days. I usually think it's professional, it's good to my liking. If you guys have ever had that, most of us have an honest opinion. Well, my partner has not had a single call yet. Maybe this week, but like I said, I'm getting a lot of money going into this week's Money in the Bank. And that, of course, is going to build on Pigeon Forge next year, but more importantly, the #1 seed, the PS5. The PS5, guys, it's still the #1 seed. Having a little more of a lead since my opponent's at second. Even though the 5 does not like being second. But we'll see what happens. how much. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I've been having a huge build for the last couple months now, guys, for the PS5 right now. And as a matter of fact, it's gonna reach much more than it actually could be. I'm more prepared. I'm ready to get that console out of the way. It's my last system. And most of us already know how much inspiring it's going to put into play. But you guys understand the same way too, as I am. Like I said, The Last of Us 2 is going to be tomorrow night. It's every 3 to 4 days a week. Like I said, that's actually out of the 5 games that has the most popularity this year. With The Last of Us 2, this game you guys are seeing right now every Saturday and Sundays, inspired by Assassin's Creed. Final Fantasy VII Remake every Thursday and Fridays. Tony Hawk every Tuesday and Wednesdays, which also has good popularity the same direction. Without less production. So right now, guys, we want to make this quick. Can we go ahead and rescue the family real quick? We have another 9 minutes. Like I said, I will get something to eat after I'm done with this. Let's go ahead and do a send-off. Alright, here we go. Not today. Cause Stone Cold said so, buddy. You don't like getting slashed? Guess what? It's not a problem of mine. Since you don't feel like letting it sign for me. Pet justice. Getting hurt by fire, that's fine. I don't know if he actually got some of that arrow or not. I don't know if he actually got some of that or not. Okay, he's dead. He's almost dead. See what you got? No, you're not, buddy. You're toe getting. Come on, guys. Is that all you have? Or are you gonna just stand there and not attack? It'd be nice if I drag your butt in the water. That'd be really nice. Oh, not today. You lost your weapon. Ha ha ha. Look at that, guys. He didn't know what he was actually doing. I mean, he was trying to do the rifle thing that he was going to try to bring into the table, but not realistically. Well, with Fast 9 in the mix by next year in April, going into space, it seems a little more interesting. But I don't know how good of a direction's going to be. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think it's going to be a little more interesting to see what Dom's family and Saul's going to be getting into as well. I mean, we don't know how long it's going to be going into that space on that. I mean, I think it's going to be good, but not as good as Top Gun Maverick and the Batman are going to be. That's going to take something big into place. Wait, so most of us can already understand it will, but we'll see. I mean, it's pretty much almost so much credit what it can actually get to. Let's try to examine that. 48% power on my phone. And I think my love's phone's already killed. But we usually show some love, support, and positivity tonight, guys. You guys are awesome to come in, as any time you like from Zombie Gaming. Continue to support. I have a lot of lovely and talented stuff. What everybody can check out when we're in with them. We leave a comment. Like I said, guys, we leave a comment. Hit that red support button, hit that like button, and we're good to go. As good as anything else, guys. How much this is actually going each other in between. Not just putting all aside, but working all together. Not spinning yourselves out, but working together. This is what absolutely we've actually ever wanted. Actually, what we all wanted together. So I'd examine that. We can see we have a lot of blood intact. Okay. Yeah, my love's phone is dead for some reason, so she might be able to make it out a little more of a read, if possible. We'll wrap things up after we're done assessing the signs. We want to aim for the signs, guys. Not aim for the snake, but we want to aim for that. Aim for this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a little something to eat after I'm done with this, so can actually not let anything else know. But we have, but right now let's go in and go back to the man. Then we actually got some hints for the family's fate. That was, I think it's actually him. Let's go and talk to him real quick.
Did you find it?
Okay, head to head real quick. It's a little bit of a discussion.
Why didn't you save them?
Okay,
God.
let's have a look at this real quick.
I should be dead too.
It's not your fault.
Hmm.
Let your deaths be in vain. Resist the invaders. Help those in need.
Alright, ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright. We also had the time of well-being, the first one. Utility. Huh. Okay, this one has taken while a 50-50 health or less, reduced damage. This one has 7.5 health and healing. I'm gonna go for I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with this. Because we have 10, 11. Let's go and get some of these real quick. We also have 2 upgrades. Can actually upgrade the Cantana once we do that next weekend. Is there anything else? Get the iron. It's also interesting to get some of the iron supplies and other stuff too. But alright guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me. I'll tell you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me tonight on episode 6 of the Tsushima. You guys will have new episodes next Saturday and Sundays. It's every week. You guys had a good time. Want to catch more of the Tsushima as a feature game of the year of this year. Between that, 7 Remake, The Last of Us 2 every 3 to 4 days a week. Be sure to hit that red support button. You guys are new in the chat from Zombie Gaming. If you guys are not new, hit that like button, tweet them out. Once one supporter, that's fine. Tweet them out, share them, comment. Type it in as good as you can. There's also anybody else in the chat that does have a Twitter, or maybe a Discord. If you guys want to get anybody started on Discord, you can do so by following me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment. As good as anything else can be. When we watch some videos in full, like them in full, share them, tweet them out, leave a comment. And I'll get to you guys as good as I can. On YouTube as well. And don't forget to vote for the Idol 2 guys. Alanza 29, Greatest Summon at 12. If there's really not much else going on tonight, I will see you guys tomorrow night after work, after 5 o'clock, to do The Last of Us 2. I want to say thank you, Puddin, for stopping by. I love you. And thank you, Savvy, for stopping by tonight. Well, like I say, guys, tomorrow's Monday. I'm off at 5. Off Tuesday and Wednesday this week. And also the coming weekend. Not this weekend right now, but And don't forget to check out the. Most of us also had to check out the PS5 announcement on Wednesday. It will be in the afternoon as well. So don't be afraid to check it out very soon. So that way we can see what the price of the PS5 is going to be, and what the release date is going to be. Like I said, it's not going to be much more than what it actually is going to be, but we'll see what happens. But this is JD signing off. Have a good night. Hope you guys had a good time. Be good to one another. Be kind to one another. And love one another. Have a good night, guys. See you guys tomorrow night with The Last of Us 2. Same time, same channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.